This little kitten made its parents fight each other. Look, when the kitten tried to go downstairs by itself, it realized its tiny legs couldn't reach the steps. So the little guy came up with a smart idea. It started backing down slowly, one step at a time. Everything was going great, until it accidentally stepped on its dad. Cat dad got super mad, and tried to hit the kitten. But right then, cat mom saw her baby in danger. She rushed over, and gave dad a serious lesson. The once angry cat dad ran away like a scaredy cat. Just like that, cat mom protected her baby, and the kitten made it downstairs safely. Yes, this is exactly why you should never mess with kittens, because a mother cat will always protect her babies, even if it means going against her instincts. Look, this cat mom gave birth inside a drain pipe before she could move her babies out. A flood came out of nowhere. She was terrified of water, but her love for her kittens was stronger. She jumped right in, and saved two of them. But it wasn't over. She heard another tiny cry, and went back into the water again. She brought out the third one, but the water kept rising. A man nearby tried to stop her, afraid she might drown, but nothing could stop a mother's love. She rushed back in without hesitation, and saved the fourth kitten. Just when the man thought it was all over, the cat jumped in one last time, and brought out the final kitten. Now all her babies are safe, but this brave mom only got 2 likes. But sometimes, a mother cat also needs time to learn how to be a good mom. Look, this was her first time being a mom, but her behavior was really strange. Sometimes she gently licked her kittens, then the next second she kicked them away. The owner was so confused. He thought maybe she didn't know how to be a good mom, so he came up with an idea. First he used some snacks to lure her away. Then he quickly took one of the kittens. He made a fake kitten out of cat fur. The cat mom didn't even notice one was missing. The owner gave her the fake kitten, telling her it was her baby. At first she looked confused, but when she smelled the familiar scent, she hugged it tight like it was her own. The owner was speechless. He tried again. This time he used fur from another cat, and made the fake kitten look even more real. Surprisingly, she still hugged it like it was her baby. The owner was completely shocked, so he used a plush toy to show her what happens when she hits her kittens. After that, the cat mom finally learned to be gentle with her babies. So, do you think she is a good mom? Soon after, this cat mom faced another problem. She had too many babies, and not enough milk. Some kittens couldn't get any at all, so she had no choice but to ask her owner for help. So the owner tried feeding them with a bottle, but none of the kittens liked it, so he tried giving them milk in a bowl. But the kittens had no clue what to do. They ended up with milk all over their faces, and almost fell right into the bowl. It was a complete mess. Then the clever owner came up with an idea. He pretended to be their mom, carried the kittens around gently, then hid the bottle under his clothes, and fed them that way. Surprisingly, the kittens started drinking right away. They even lined up just to have their turn, so the owner quickly prepared more bottles, and let the kittens drink while climbing on him. This way, he finally solved the problem, but there was one consequence. Every time the kittens saw him, they would climb on him and beg for milk. Not only that, they started sucking on his fingers, and even his nose. Sometimes when he fell asleep, the kittens would sneak onto his chest, still looking for milk. Some mother cats worry too much about their kittens. Like this one, she wouldn't let the father cat come near the babies. Every time he got close, she attacked him. The dad feels so sad. He turns to his owner for help. After some gentle talking, the mom finally agrees. When the dad sees his babies for the first time, he moves very carefully. What's funny is, he loves the orange kitten that looks just like him the most. He keeps licking it non-stop, but he's kind of cold to the 2 white ones. When the orange kitten gets sick, the dad stays by its side the whole time, watching over it. Later, he learns to love all the kittens equally. He plays with them, and even tolerates their little pranks. Even when they slap him with their tiny paws, he never gets angry. He just loves them anyway. What do you think? Is he a good dad? But some cat dads really don't like their own kittens, like this one right here. Look, after the mama cat gave birth, the cat dad never looked at the kitten. Even when the owner tried to bring him closer, he would run away angry, like this wasn't his kid at all. But the owner was sure that is his baby, so she tried again. But before she even got close, the cat dad already tried to escape. He even jumped on top of the fridge just to avoid seeing the kitten. So the owner brought the kitten to him to make him recognize it. But what happened next was wild. The cat dad attacked the kitten like he didn't want anything to do with it. The owner was so confused until she found out the truth. The cat dad thought this hamster was actually his baby because it had the same color as the kitten. He was super gentle with the hamster. He even groomed it, let it sit on his his head, and when the owner tried to touch the hamster, he would get super protective, like he was guarding his own child. The owner was speechless because this cat really thought he was the best dad in the world, but he had abandoned his real kid. And the next cat dad is even more unbelievable. Look, when the mom cat gave birth to 3 babies, she was too exhausted. She couldn't take care of all of them. Then out of nowhere, the cat dad jumped into the nest, trying to help with the babies. The owner saw this and felt really touched, but the next day, he caught the cat dad stealing milk from the kittens. Turns out he was faking it the whole time, just to drink the milk himself. Worse still, he would drag the kittens out of the nest, so he could have it all to himself. The owner was speechless, so he bought a special feeder to give goat milk to the kittens. But guess what? The cat dad even fought them for that too. Every time, he finished all the milk. No choice, the owner had to use a bottle to feed the kittens one by one. In the end, taking care of the kittens became the owner's job. As for their parents, the cat dad was addicted to milk. With dads like these, no wonder some cat moms don't trust male cats. Just like many stray cat moms, they trust humans more than male cats. Look, while this man was out for a walk, a stray mama cat suddenly came over and dropped off 2 tiny kittens for him. Turns out, he had been feeding this stray for a long time, so as a thank you, she brought him her 2 cutest babies. The man was completely stunned, but he had no choice. He took the kittens home, hoping his own cat would accept them. At first, his cat was glued to the TV, did not even notice the new arrivals, until it finally looked over, and freaked out at the sight of the kittens. It was confused, even a little scared, but to everyone's surprise, the family ferret accepted them right away. It even carried food over, trying to feed the kittens. Seeing this, the cat realized the kittens were no threat, and slowly accepted them too. That night, the cat worried they would not sleep well, so it kicked the ferret out of its bed, and let the kittens sleep inside. But it still was not at ease. It carried the kittens into its own bed, and slept with them, not even letting the owner touch them. And just like that, these 2 kittens found a new mom. Then this stray cat mom found a new home for herself and her babies. Look, this lady just forgot to close her car window. The next day, she found a few stray kittens sleeping inside. When she tried to wake them up, the stray mother cat suddenly jumped in. The woman thought the mom came to take her kittens back, but instead, she started feeding them right there, and even scratched up the car seat. Feeling like she did something wrong, the mom cat ran away, leaving all the kittens behind, so the woman had no choice. She took the kittens home, and started taking care of them. 2 days later, the mom cat showed up at her door. The woman thought she came to pick up her babies, but then, another cat rushed into the house. At first, the woman thought it was the father, until she noticed something strange. That cat also had a round belly. After a vet check, turns out it was another pregnant female. The mom cat kept rubbing against the woman, like she was asking her to take them both in, so the woman adopted all of them. And just like that, these 2 stray cat moms found a forever home for themselves and their kittens. But some mother cats are not that lucky. Look, this family always wore helmets because their cat kept attacking them. Every time they tried to comfort her, she would lash out immediately, scratching them all over. But even though she was always aggressive, they always treat her with love. Turns out, she used to be a sweet and gentle cat, until she lost one of her kittens during birth. She fell into deep depression. She even tried to hurt her own babies. To keep the kittens safe, the family sent them to a foster home, but that made her lose all her babies at once. She became angry, and started blaming her humans. She attacked them again and again. At night, she would cry non-stop, searching for her kittens. To help her feel loved, the family built her a warm little home, with soft cushions, fun toys, and everything she needed. They also gave her medication to help her heal, and when she finally realized they were only trying to protect her and her babies, she let them pet her, as if she was saying, "Thank you for not giving up on me." This mother cat shows us how much they truly care about their babies. Just like this pregnant cat, she's about to give birth, but she can't find a safe place to do it. Yet, at first, she picked her own little bed, but it was way too small, so her owner carried her to the prepared birthing room, but she didn't like it, and started looking for a new spot. This time, she crawled under the bed, but her owner worried it was too cold, so she carried her out again. She put the cat in a box she had ready, but the cat still wasn't happy, and ran out again. She jumped on the cat tree, trying to give birth there, but the girl thought it was too high, too dangerous, so she carried her to the bed. Then the cat started kneading the blanket, like she wanted to give birth right there. Seeing this, her owner had an idea. She put the blanket into the birthing room, and finally, the cat was satisfied. She decided to give birth there. 3 hours later, she gave birth to 5 kittens. Even though she was completely exhausted, she still nursed them one by one. Seeing all the kittens healthy made the owner feel so happy. Sometimes, a mother cat's love can also become a burden for her kittens. This kitten was bullied by the others just because its color was different. Every time they drank milk, they never left a spot for it. Even when they played together, it was always left out. The little kitten felt so wronged. It cried in sadness. The owner felt heartbroken and quickly placed the kitten in its mom's arms. When the cat mom learned what happened, she pulled the kitten close, fed it separately, gave it extra love, but that only made the other kittens more jealous. They bullied the little one even more. When the cat mom saw this, she realized her special care had brought more harm. So every morning, she would carry the kitten to the owner, asking for help to take care of it. At first, the kitten refused. It kept attacking the owner, afraid of being left out again. But the owner surrounded it with gentle love. Under that care, the kitten slowly opened up and finally felt what love truly is.